C2, Module 10, Adverbial Compound Structures. Adverbial compound structures are groups of words working together as one adverbial unit to express time, reason, contrast, condition, manner, degree, result, or perspective. Adverbial compound structures are multi-word expressions that function like adverbs. They modify verbs, adjectives, whole clauses, and situations. They are especially common in academic English, journalism, formal speech, literary writing, and of course, C2 proficiency exams. At C2 level, learners are expected not only to understand them, but also to manipulate them stylistically, vary register, condense information, and produce nuanced meaning. An adverb is a part of a speech that modifies a verb, adjective, or other adverb. It provides extra context by answering questions like how, when, where, how much, or how often an action takes place. Adverbial compound structures are groups of words working together as one adverbial unit to express time, reason, contrast, condition, manner, degree, result, or perspective. At C2, English often compresses these ideas into sophisticated compound structures. Basic examples: she spoke quietly. Single adverbs: quietly. They arrived after midnight. Phrases: after midnight. Due to the storm, the flight was cancelled. Clauses: because of the storm. Structures by function. Category A, contrast and concession. Even so, the plan was risky. Even so, investors supported it. All the same, the risks were obvious. All the same, he proceeded. Notwithstanding his youth, he displayed remarkable judgment. Much as I admire her, I disagree with her decision. For all his experience, he made a basic mistake. Albeit the project succeeded, albeit slowly. Be that as it may, the explanation may be valid. Be that as it may, I remain unconvinced.
C2 Module 10.0 Adverbial Compound Structures. Structures by function. Category A, contrast and concession. Dialogue, strategic investment review. Participants: Mr. Harrison, Mr. Bennett. Mr. Harrison: good morning, David. I wanted to discuss the expansion project before tomorrow's board meeting. As you know, the plan was risky. Even so, investors supported it, which I found rather surprising given the prevailing market uncertainty.
Mr. Bennett: indeed, Richard, their confidence was remarkable. Nevertheless, I suspect they were persuaded by the long-term growth projections rather than by the immediate financial outlook.
Mr. Harrison: that may well be the case. When the proposal was first presented, the risks were obvious. All the same, he proceeded with the acquisition strategy. At the time, many of us questioned whether such determination was prudent.
Mr. Bennett, you are referring to Mr. Collins, I presume. You must admit that notwithstanding his youth, he displayed remarkable judgment throughout the negotiations. Few executives with so little experience would have managed such a complex transaction so effectively.
Mr. Harrison, I agree. His performance exceeded expectations. However, much as I admire him, I disagree with his decision to accelerate the integration process. Mr. Walker underestimated the operational challenges involved.
Mr. Bennett, I share your reservations. The transition could have benefited from a more gradual approach. Ironically, for all his experience, he made a basic mistake by failing to conduct a comprehensive risk assessment before approving the revised timetable.
Mr. Harrison, precisely. That oversight created several avoidable difficulties during the implementation phase. Fortunately, the team managed to resolve most of them before they became critical.
Mr. Bennett, and despite those setbacks, the project succeeded, albeit slowly. The returns were delayed, but they ultimately met the targets established by the board.
Mr. Harrison, that is certainly true. Some directors have argued that the initial concerns were exaggerated and that the final results justify every decision that was made.
Mr. Bennett, the explanation may be valid. Be that as it may, I remain unconvinced. Success alone does not necessarily prove that the strategy was sound. A favorable outcome can sometimes conceal serious flaws in the decision-making process.
Mr. Harrison, an excellent point. We should evaluate the process as carefully as we evaluate the results. Had market conditions deteriorated further, the consequences might have been considerably less favorable.
Mr. Bennett, exactly. The company has emerged stronger, but experience should serve as a valuable lesson. Future projects must be supported not only by ambition, but also by rigorous analysis and prudent governance.
Mr. Harrison, I could not agree more. Tomorrow, I shall recommend that the board acknowledge the project's achievements while also reviewing the errors that occurred along the way. In that manner, we can build upon our successes without becoming complacent.
Mr. Bennett, a balanced approach, Richard. After all, sustainable growth depends as much on learning from mistakes as it does on celebrating accomplishments.